One of the last projects I needed to start inside the bus was the shower. And in my previous videos, you saw that I framed out the shower and had everything ready for it, but I wasn't really sure where to start as far as the base of the shower. So I got some advice and I got some help, and I was able to actually start this project and get it to a point where all we need left is the walls for the shower itself. So I'm gonna walk you through all the steps to get from this point to this point in the shower. So we have this back wall, and I want to put some bracing across from here to there, so there's not just this empty area with no support. And then we'll have to cut this out of this wall, but I also got supports or clamps to clamp the water lines down on the sides here, so that these water lines do not move. Now for the walls, I'm just using this 1/2-inch particle board. It will be coated in red guard afterwards. Once the walls are up, we will put the front lip up in the front here. That'll be out of 2x4s, and then after that, we can add the dry pack on the bottom of the shower, which will meet up with the drain and create a slope so that the water drains down into the drain. So that one wall is up there. Now the next is working on the back wall, and then working on this side wall. We just need to cut out for the shower faucet and then the shower nozzle up top. So here is the shower completely enclosed with all the plywood. It looks very good, except for just right up here I messed up, but we don't need to talk about that, and that will get fixed later on. But this is the final product here with all the plywood. So we have the shower drain in, and then I put a piece of wood to measure the distance up, and then for the slope coming off of the lip that we're putting right here. So I'm cutting a 2x4 for the lip that goes here, and then putting some pieces of wood underneath it to make sure that that will be the start of the slope going into the drain itself. So here's the mix that I used. It's a sand mix, and this is what it looks like when it's all mixed up. Alright, now that some is poured, I want to start the process of sloping it down from the outside edge, and I'll work my way in towards the actual drain itself. Here's me just packing it down to make sure I have that level line around the whole outside, and then slope it towards the inside where the drain is. So this is it, all sloped towards the drain. I do need to do a little cleanup, but it starts level with this ledge, and then it all slopes down towards the drain itself in the center. So I know it's hard to see at this angle, but it all slopes down. So gotta wait for that to dry, then we can do some of the red guard and then start tiling. Here I am applying the actual red guard, and it's pink when you first put it on, and then after it dries it becomes red. There's some spots here, as I was mixing it up, it kind of just exploded and opened up, so it got all over my clothes, but I was able to just go ahead and just start applying the whole thing to the corners, making sure that I got those bottom corners first. And here's what it looks like when it's all applied to the bottom, just focusing on the base right now. There is a gap back there that goes up, and there's a gap back there that goes up, but what I plan on doing is wrapping the entire sheet from this side all the way around to this side with a full sheet with no cuts. So we won't really have to worry about waterproofing the edges going from the bottom to the top on both of these sides, because it will be one solid piece of vinyl, so nothing should be able to get through that. And the next step is actually putting the tile in, but what I want to do is I want to make a frame around the whole outside and where the drain is, so I know exactly how I'm going to measure the tile and cut it before I put it down. So basically what we're doing is we're taking these pieces, placing them along the sides. We'll be gluing them. I'll also be putting a frame around here, and then we'll be able to take that whole frame or mold, bring it inside, and lay it on the tile, cut the tile, and then put the tile back in. Here's the tile after it's all traced on it, and you can see this spot right here where the drain is going to be marked out and cut. And then I made sure that I measured and I labeled all of the pieces so I knew exactly where they were going to go when I put them back in. And then after that, I was able to start from the back of the shower and work my way forward, putting the line back there first, and then the tiles as I moved forward, putting more mortar and putting them down. Make sure that I tamped them down so they were nice and firm on the floor. Here's what the shower looks like with all of the tile in itself. It lined up perfectly to where I wanted it to. There were some small tiles around the drain, but I was able to fill those in with some grout later on. Now, I wanted to do the grout like I said before, and here's the kitchen area that we're going to do the grout. Here is the shower that we just did. We're going to do the grout after it dried. Then we have here the bathroom area we're going to grout, and then also next to the refrigerator. So I used some pre-mix flex color grout so that it was flexible within the bus, and then I just started applying it with a grout trowel onto each one of the surfaces. It was very small, the gaps that we had here, but the gaps in the shower area were a lot thicker and it looked a lot better. So here's the bathroom and the kitchen area, and then here is what we finished up and what the shower base looks like all grouted. Here it is with the drain back in, and I think it came out very, very good. And now that that's complete, as well as all the grouting within the bathroom area and the kitchen area, we can finally start putting things back together, put the appliances in as far as the sinks and the faucets and stuff like that, and then we can actually wrap up the shower by finding a vinyl floor that we're gonna put on the wall that we like, and then just applying it. So then the bathroom, minus the door, which we have downstairs, will be 100% complete. So with that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.